My life journey began in Atlanta in 1936. I was born. As I graduated from elementary school, E.P. Johnson, as valedictorian, went on to first Howard High School, then Washington High, and then I was in the first graduating class of Turner High School, where I wrote the school song. Graduated as valedictorian. And then came to Clark College because the band director at Turner was a Clark College graduate. And he brought me over here as a senior, as a high school senior, to play with the band, and that did it. I had scholarships elsewhere, but I wanted to come to Clark. And I was here for 4 years, was in the band, in the chorus. I just did everything. In January of 1961, I knew about Charlene Hunter and Hamilton Holmes trying to get into University of Georgia, but I thought that when they were finally admitted that things would be fine. Well, they weren't. On January the 11th, there was a riot, and I saw it on television, my little black and white television at home, and I decided that I needed to go as a graduate student because they were undergraduates. So five months after they had entered, I entered University of Georgia. That first summer I was alone. I was the only black student on campus, and I lived in the same room that Charlene had lived in, which was right on the street, very vulnerable to rocks, whatever. It was a rough summer, but I got through it. I then finished in the summer, at the end of the summer of '62, because I had advanced credits from the University of Michigan, and that's how I became the first black to receive a degree. After then, I continued my career, and I was Teacher of the Year twice, and I was eventually promoted. You know, they take good teachers and they give them promotional positions. I was promoted to Resource Teacher, which is like supervisor. And then later, I was promoted to Coordinator of Music for the Atlanta Public Schools, where I had aegis over all of the music programs, elementary, high school, middle schools. And it was a wonderful career. I was involved in a lot of other things nationally. I was the first black president, and to date, the only black president of Georgia Music Educators Association. But then in that '97, I was asked by Dean Irvin, who was then Dean of Arts and Sciences, to take on the chairmanship at Clark Atlanta University, the music department. And I said, no, I don't want a full-time job. And he said, but we need somebody right now. So I said, I'll take it until you can get someone. Well, I worked for 8 years here, and they never looked. So I had a second retirement in 2005. I am so honored to be recognized by my first school. Clark College was my school. And then I came full circle back to CAU as an administrator and teacher. And I am supremely honored to have this award. All of my basic training came from Clark College. And that's why I am still dedicated to helping CAU to the extent that I can.